when you have a group of police that are underpaid, their pensions are almost stolen, they are given just a little bit of it, it only attracts the wrong people to join police force. Well, we ask people to come out to protest. Why should we hide at home? We have some of them 8 months worth of salary, some of them 12 months worth of salary. It's not just unfortunate, it's betrayal. And the coalition, the new coalition, which are disgruntled politicians who have been out of power. A large number of Nigerian population are young people. And these young people are instrumental to running our economy. So skill acquisition is very important, and any opportunity that they can get employed not only puts money in their pockets, helps support their families, but also improves security, because when young people have jobs and are working, they least likely think of going out to join a group that doesn't mean well to the society, or individually go out to commit crimes. So when the Empower program came, it was a great program, because it gave a lot of youth opportunities to get off the street, get to work, and earn some money, and also polish their experience, which is wonderful. But them having to offer those services, use their own personal money for transportation, for food, to get to where they are posted and work, and then not get paid for it. Some of them 8 months worth of salary, some of them 12 months worth of salary. It's not just unfortunate, it's betrayal. It's breaking their hearts. It's already planting seed of distrust and corruption in their minds at a young age. And these are the young people, if they grow up in this kind of environment with this kind of predicament, and then happen to find themselves in positions of power, they will also remember what happened to them and say, you know what, now I have my opportunity, I'm also just going to take as much as I can, so I don't have to have any problem like that again. So we see this Empower issue not just as their salary or wage, but a broad social issue that can affect our future, the future of our children and the future of our country. We want them to be paid, and hopefully we want them also to know that they can stand up, they can speak up, and one or two people can fight for something that can affect hundreds of thousands. We want to inspire them, and hopefully if they get paid, many of them will be less likely to want to engage in any corrupt activities, because now that the government has paid them for the services they rendered, they feel like they don't owe anybody anything.
Right.
Or you mean, do I wish that we could see a program similar to it? We want employment. It's not just a program. No, we want job opportunities for our young people. Millions of Nigerians graduate every year from universities, colleges of education, polytechnics, and various kinds of tertiary institutions, and they are jobless. And many of them are very talented and intelligent. We need job opportunities. We import so many commodities from abroad, even toothpicks. We want to have all those factories here, create power, make sure each state has its own independent power generation, and then that will help boost small and large scale industries, which will employ youth. We want real employment. These young people who want to earn money to feed themselves, they want to earn money to get married and start a family, to find a place to stay. And this is very, very important. So we're not asking for just a program. We're asking for reforms. We're asking for power. We're asking for anything that will create massive jobs and employ our talented young people. Yes, textile, unfortunately, we import the majority of textiles from other countries, while we have everything it takes to mass produce textile and even export it. So this is one thing that I'm calling. Recently, a Chinese investor went to Kano and wanted to start a textile company. But what was the problem? Power. There isn't enough power, and the government had to do something to ensure that they can get adequate supply of power for that textile company to be established. So as I mentioned earlier, we need power, we need electricity. More than $32 billion has been stolen that was supposed to be used to fix our power sector. And without power now, we can't do anything. Your camera won't work, my phone won't work, we can't do anything. But still, Nigeria, a country with almost 300 million people, we have we are generating amount of power that is used by some states in advanced countries, which is very very unfortunate. Well, police are instrumental in the security of our country and our society. And when their welfare situation is not good, then our security will also be affected. All the developed countries, their police are well taken care of, their children are well taken care of, their housing is well taken care of, their salaries are really, really good. So those police are very active. They really keep the peace. They sacrifice their lives and energy and time to make sure that those countries are safe. Unfortunately, we don't have that situation. We have a country here where the police and the citizens are almost in conflict all the time. The people do not like the police, they don't trust the police, and the police are accused of always extorting citizens, harassing citizens, being unjust to citizens. And when you have a group of police that are underpaid, their pensions are almost stolen, they are given just a little bit of it, it only attracts the wrong people to join the police force. And these wrong young people with very little investment in their work, they would not be professionals, and that will be detrimental to our security. So this is what we want to achieve. Hopefully, if the pension is reformed, it will motivate the current crop of police to actually do their work and improve security. It will reduce, the bribery and corruption. Now, if they know that they will be well taken care of after they retire, they wouldn't mind. They wouldn't want to collect something from you to save so that they can build a house or so that they can send their kids to school. They know that they already are earning enough. It will help in many, many different situations. The ramifications are a lot, which I cannot say all of them, but improving their pension, reforming their pension will definitely help security. And without security, you cannot have a country. Wow. Well, I've been in China for 10 years, and not one time have I had an encounter with the police, them either extorting me or even making me feel angry. I'm always smiling when I see the police. I've never had a situation. I follow the law and I abide by the law. And I've never had a situation where the police seem hostile. We always had a great relationship. When you go to their offices are well furnished, they have air conditioned, they are always well dressed, they have good uniforms. Here in Nigeria, the police have to buy their own uniforms. So you see that the uniforms are not uniform. But they have good uniforms, they have all kinds of equipment and cars and trucks and tools to do their jobs very well. And I don't really remember exactly what the figure or the number is, but the police there, they are paid probably something between 1.3 to 2.5 million naira a month. And that, even in Chinese currency, is very good and enough for them to live a very very modest life. In addition, they have free housing and they have many different benefits that were in the law, and this law they follow their laws very very well. So the difference is not even it's a lot. When you meet police in China, they are very intelligent. When you talk to them, they know exactly what they're doing, and they are very compassionate, and also they are very considerate. They will listen to you and they will make sure that they do not make you uncomfortable or unhappy. And at the end of the day, they want to leave you happy. So there's a lot of difference, unfortunately. But we are optimistic. We hope that our police will be at that level or even more. Well, right now we are at a junction. We have the main ruling party and the coalition, the new coalition. which are disgruntled politicians who have been out of power. So unfortunately, what we currently see is just the the passing the torch of power from one group to another, and then moving and shifting around, creating this sense of the good guys and the bad guys. But then when you look at the good guys and the bad guys, some of the people in the bad guys to be the good guys, and some of the people in the good guys used to be the bad guys, and they are just the ones moving around, and still the masses are still screaming and shouting, oh no, I am going here, no, I'm with this one, failing to realize that these are the same people who still haven't solved our problems, and they seem to not have the interest and the political will to solve our problems. So that's what really I've understood coming here.
Okay, what is the direction that you want the Nigerian youth to
Hmm.
take in this upcoming election now that the politicking has started?
Well, first of all, they need to educate themselves. Nigerian youth, they need to understand the intricacies of politics, because right now I would say that a lot of them do not sit down and see this carefully, and that's where I come in. And that's one of my main jobs, is to really expose, educate, and enlighten people to have that light bulb understanding the political scene, the political situations, and the different intricacies of that. So this is the first thing that I want them to achieve. Hopefully, they also can learn to be leaders, and by being leaders is by taking a stand, having an objective, and following that objective. One of the main issues that I see in a lot of our young people is they cannot sustain a project or an activism, or a business. They start, it didn't work their way, they stop. Or even if it's working, they get tired easily. There's a culture of what would I say, not being able to sustain something for a very long time. So which I hope that they will be motivated, and they will stay, they will stop sleeping all the way to 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock in the morning, wake up at 4:30, 5 o'clock, and work hard. And even if things are failing, just work harder, and just keep going, because failure is also a building block to the success. So I hope that our youth will be more involved, will understand what's really going on, and they will work harder.
All right. Tell me about your recent meetings with the likes of Sowore, Hikima, and the rest of them here in Nigeria. Uh, are you planning something political ahead?
No, we only met because of the police. Met because of the police, because we still need to exchange information. We need to talk about, what we hope to achieve. We need to understand who is coming, and how to make sure that everyone is safe. To make sure that it's done in a very calm and peaceful way. So that's what we met. Abba Hikima is one of my best friends, so it's not a meeting. We are together most of the time. He's a great mind. He's one of the leaders of the Tafir Matasa movement there that they're working on, and he loves the poor people. He's always thinking about them. So that's basically what those meetings were about.
Okay. What about the protest? When is it taking place?
It's tomorrow, 7 o'clock in the morning. Force headquarters. Hmm.
Uh, so far, did you report it to the authorities?
Yes, all the paperwork has been done.
Okay. What's the message you have for those that are coming to join the protest? Because in Nigeria, for example, sometimes you have seen in the past where protests were hijacked.
Hmm.
What message do you have for young Nigerians
Mm,
regarding their conduct?
Well, only if you really care about this issue, you shall come. If you don't care, please don't come. Because a lot of the people that are going to be there are older people. These are retirees. A lot of them are going to be women. Also, those are usually widows. Their husbands have died. So these are people who already have gone through so much in life, and they are suffering. So it's not really a fun, exciting, screaming activity. No, it's a very calm, peaceful representation of the pain and suffering of police officers in this country. And we want people to see it. We don't want it to just be an online activity. And we hope that by seeing their faces, by seeing those women and those old people, the lawmakers will act as soon as possible to pass the relevant laws that will amend the police pension system.
Okay, some will say critics.
Well, we ask people to come out to protest. Why should we hide at home? We have to go there. Every job has its own hazard. I mean, our police are killed every day. Why? Because they are in the line of duty. Their job is to be police and to protect people, and in the process, they know that it has that risk, but they still went in for it. They die, they suffer, some of them get hurt, some of them are disabled, and almost every other job has its own occupational hazard. So this one is for our police. They've done their part, and for us as activists, we also need to do our part. Is it risky? Everything is risky. But when we have to do what we need to do, there's no excuses. We have to go out and do it.
So you are telling them that you will stand for the people despite the intimidation.
Absolutely, you have to take a stand, and this is how change happens. This is how we inspire the young people to also take a stand and do what they believe in, not stay at home and scream that they want change.
For contextual, factual, in-depth and detailed analysis of Nigerian politics, follow the Context YouTube channel every single day. Our programs are specifically designed toward empowering you to understand the Nigerian political dynamics. When it is the issue of going deep beyond headlines, nobody does it better than The Context on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe.